On this week's edition of Saints in Review, more senior send-offs and a goalie makes history. We start things off at Andy Osinoff Court, where the women's volleyball team, well, they had a senior day. And early on, it was the spectacular seniors going to work. Watch Marissa Cataldo from the service line here. Huge play for the ace. And the Saints up early in the first set. Now listen to the excitement at the end of the first set for Emmanuel's own Matt LePan.
Dawson there, going to be a ball at the net. Down, the Saints will take the set.
So the Saints took the first set, but as you see here, they had to recollect and regather after they lost consecutive sets. So now on to the fourth set, and Coach Seals made a huge adjustment, putting Kelly Hagan, and she went to work, getting a kill here. And then again, later on, it was really the Kelly Haig show in the fourth set against Norwich. As watch this beautiful touch, finding the open area and getting the kill. Saints, happy to play another set there. Now on to the fifth set. Watch Marissa Cataldo here. And the Saints got to within 12-11, but unfortunately, it was not their match as they lost 3-2. And with the loss, they were statistically eliminated from playoff contention. On this week's first ever Saints in Focus, we cover history. Welcome to our new segment here, Saints in Focus. I'm Alex Ships, and I'm here with the men's soccer goalkeeper, John Ferrarini. Now, John, you just set the men's soccer record for wins by a goalkeeper. What did that feel like for you achieving that?
As an individual achievement, it's one of the most satisfying feelings I've gotten at Emmanuel, or even before that. Now it's time to move on to the playoffs and try to win a GNAC playoff game.
Now, as a final question, I want to say, it's senior year. Your things are coming to an end. What is a lasting impact you want to have on your teammates and players coming up through the program in the future?
I want to be like a leader on and off the field. So my career is going to be over relatively soon. So I want to make sure that they know how I left my impact on the team, whether it's outside of the soccer field, in the classroom. I just want to make sure I'm there and that everyone knows that I was here and I made an impact on the team.
Speaking of men's soccer, they too had a senior day on Saturday. They played at Roberto Clemente Field and faced off against St. Joseph, Connecticut. Early on, John Ferrarini making a huge play on the ball, but unfortunately the Blue Jays scored first. But in the second half, the Saints, they came out on the attack. Early on, a good look, doesn't quite go. But watch Alec Erskine here, working through two players, and then turning and scoring. And how about a little bench mob action there? What a sight to behold. Now after this goal, this game really became a defensive grudge match, went into overtime, and here we are late in the first overtime period. The Saints stood their ground, get a huge stop, and that was really the story of the game, as it ended in a tie. Saints still in the playoff race, but currently do not have a home playoff game. For this week's edition of Saints on the Road, the women's soccer team headed out west to Anna Maria College. Now keep your eyes on Sydney Allen as the Saints took a 2-0 lead off of this excellent goal and will go on to win 9-1 on Saturday. They won both games they played this week, and if all holds, the Saints would have a home playoff game next Saturday. As each of our fall teams' seasons come down to the wire, they've all proven that they're up for the task. So for GoECSaints.com, I'm Alex Ships.